Okay, welcome. I honestly don't even want to do like an intro because I don't know. Let's just get into it. Fuck it. Welcome to the podcast. If you're new here, subscribe. If you're not new here, you know how the fucking show goes. I don't need to explain myself. Dude, where have I fucking been, Jesus? Jesus, where have you been? I have no answer. I have no answer right now. Hang on, I'm kind of looking for something. But I guess it's whatever. But dude, oh, hello. It is September 23rd, 2021. I don't even know the last time you heard from me. I think it was the day I fucking was like drunk off the Smirnoff, like all slumped out. I don't know who saw that. I don't know how many people saw that. I don't even remember if I posted about it. And honestly, dude, I've been in a little like slump, you can say. I mean, yeah, I think mentally and physically, I mean, I'm not at a low place, but I definitely haven't. I've been stagnating for sure for a little bit. It was my birthday like last week. Literally, I think a week ago, something like that. I don't know. The 14th was my birthday. I turned 20 years old. Uh, I went to a rave last weekend. I went to Nocturnal Wonderland. Um. Oh yeah, 100 days are done, dude. Dude, a lot's been going. A lot has happened. A lot has happened in the past like 3 weeks that you haven't heard from me. I'm actually very curious to know when the last time I uploaded was. But let's go ahead and look it up. Oh, but the keyboard's over there. Let's find the iPad. Here we go. With the iPad, we'll be able to know when the last time I recorded was. Dude, it's been a fucking minute, and whoever's here, uh, hope you guys are doing good. I also kind of want to say sorry for not uploading, and maybe nobody cares. Like, I don't know, maybe nobody cares that I don't upload, and it's kind of whatever. And I honestly do this for myself. Like, the podcast is super beneficial to. It's like my, just for me. Like, it makes me feel good, and like it makes me feel like I leave a lot of me out there, and when I don't do this after a while, I notice that like I've been in my head a lot. Um and the podcast really helps me just like kind of mellow out and not be so like cloudy up here, like having this outlet to kind of just say whatever it is I need to say without really worrying about what anyone thinks about it, or without worrying, if it's doing me any good. But yeah, let me focus on this real quick. Let me figure this out, and then I'll tell you guys when the last time I uploaded was. 3 weeks ago. 15 views. Wow, that's actually not. That's pretty good. Yeah, and I just haven't been posting about it on Instagram because I don't really like when it, like, like I'm not doing it to be viral. I'm not doing it to fucking like play the algorithm type of shit. Like, I don't care. Like, it's kind of annoying to learn. It's overwhelming to learn, especially because it's just me. Trying to do all of it on my own. And I feel like I've been overwhelmed recently when I feel like these past like last 3 weeks where I've kind of been in a stagnating period. I haven't really moved forward because I've been kind of just, I guess, tired. I felt tired. And it's like I'm not even really doing anything, so how the fuck am I tired? But I guess I'm just exhausted from constantly fighting myself. And well, this last 3 weeks, I really don't really know where to begin because I don't know what the last thing I told you guys was. I don't remember where I was three weeks ago, but 100 Days Sober finished, or THC Free finished. Um, it felt good. It feels good. Although I do catch myself kind of, I still feel I need to take a break again, because I kind of have been smoking every day since I started, or since 100 days were over. So now it's just becoming a habit to chief every day, just how it was kind of becoming a habit to be sober. Um, but I definitely do prefer that more than I prefer depending on it. So I want to give myself a little break, especially because I've kind of been going hard. Like I said, I went to a rave last weekend. We have some experiences to talk about there too, so stay tuned further in. I usually hide the juicier information towards like the middle or towards the end, because the casuals don't listen all the way that all the way that deep into it. So it's for select people only. I wish I had brought a water, to be completely honest. I wish I brought a water to the episode today. I did not. Um, my mouth's getting a little dry, but yeah. So 100 days finished, and then I started chiefing, and smoking feels okay. It wasn't like super mind blowing, or it wasn't really like what I was building it up in my head for it to be. Um, I swore that like when I could chief again, like I'd be different or something. I don't know. I don't really remember how I really can explain where I was with that. Um, but oh fuck, there's a lot to talk about. So I think I'm gonna lay a lot of it out today. And like I said, I don't really care to put the edits in. I didn't really ask for questions. I didn't really. I just wanted this to be like an old me versus myself, straight up just fucking talk. And I feel like I haven't really been honest with myself lately in a lot of ways. And in a sense, this was kind of like the reason why I think I needed a break too was it was becoming a lot of like trying to play the game, which is be successful or be someone on YouTube or whatever, because you do have to play the game a certain way. You can play the game and make videos for like TikTok, and like it's a whole fucking game. It's like literally a chase on its own. And honestly, I don't really care to have that right now for the podcast. Like the podcast is just for me to fucking say whatever it is I want to say, and put this out there from me to whoever this comes across. uh and if I help people on the way, I do, and I love that. But like I can't, like, I guess taking it takes away the magic a little bit when I'm like trying to shape it into this machine, like I'm trying to feed it into this way where this machine will put it out, instead of focusing on just putting it out because I enjoy putting it out. So yeah, this today is gonna be a fucking old school me versus myself rant. Like, just I dump whatever it is that I feel. Even now, I feel kind of overwhelmed to like really talk, but I think I just need to be more clear. I need to be more honest with myself, maybe. And I've been lacking that for a little bit. And it's a little overwhelming to call yourself out, to call yourself out and be like, hey, like, we've been fucking up for a bit. And life is good, don't get me wrong. It's not a bad thing. Life isn't terrible. You can recover from this. But damn, bro, I don't know where the fuck I've been, dude. Like, I don't know what switch went off or what malfunctioned that led to me not doing this or that or the third. But I guess mentally I've felt kind of like, I don't want to say depressed, because depressed is kind of heavy, like I haven't really been depressed or like suicidal or like really wanting to, like feeling sad. I haven't really felt sad like that. I've just felt like I haven't been chasing anything or moving in any specific direction. Like, I haven't been chasing a goal. I haven't really had a sense of like I'm walking a path. There's no way to check if I'm on the right path because I don't know where the fuck I'm going. And I think that's been my problem for a long time, where I've just kind of been living and letting things be as they have to be without really knowing where I'm going. And I mean, I knew where I was going in jiu-jitsu because it's like, okay, if I keep putting in this amount of time, I'm gonna get to this certain amount, there's a certain level. So that was probably the only thing that was really, really moving me forward as far as like mentally goal chasing or goal setting. My life was solely focused on becoming the best jiu-jitsu player I could become, making my body the best it could be, doing calisthenics and running so I can fucking, be better than everyone and have more endurance and have more strength and be at a certain way, look a certain way to become this thing in jiu-jitsu. When I broke my collarbone, I had to stop from doing that, from chasing that so much. Or just I couldn't really do anything physical. So it was okay for the first month, maybe the first month and a half of me being injured. 2 weeks of it, I was just had to sit at home because my bone was kind of out, and I had to wait to get surgery. I got surgery, and then I needed to recover from that. So I just basically was just supposed to just live for the past couple of months. And I haven't really seen that many people. I haven't really hung out with my friends. Haven't really been social so much. I haven't really been active. I've only really been home for the past like 2 months. And I think it's led to like this kind of depression, or like I don't even want to call it that because it really isn't that, but I guess it hasn't been like all good. And I feel like sometimes in the most recent episodes I was kind of trying to fake it that it was all good, and it really wasn't. And I haven't, just like I said, I haven't been honest with myself. But it hasn't been all good, to be honest. I mean, for the most part it is good, but also like there's been parts of it that have been really rough, and I haven't really acknowledged it, and that's maybe why it's gotten so big or so like overwhelming. But yeah, man. I've I've basically had the thing I was working towards the most taken from me, and it's been like a sense of me trying to figure out who I am, even though I don't have that to keep fulfilling. Although I really want to keep fulfilling that thing, which is jujitsu. Um. So yeah, I haven't really been taking care of myself that much lately, and I think that's also because it's like, well, I don't really need. I mean, I can run out, but like I haven't really needed to, or haven't really like. So like my brain is kind of just like, what, fuck it, like we're lazy. But it is working out and just going and doing shit because you can, and your body is capable of it. Your body really is capable of it, and that it just goes to prove. Because last week, bro, I literally ran like 4 miles, and walked 4 miles back after just like not running for like the past 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. I ran once in the span of that, from running 4 miles. Like it's crazy. And even after running 4 miles, I wasn't even tired. Like my body was like, we're good to go. I just been in this state of like regression. I guess regression's the better word than depression. Like going backwards in a sense of like slowing down. But then maybe that's a good thing, to not always just be beating down your body. But I feel like part of me misses that aspect of my life, of like really, really going hard at something and knowing where you're gonna get to. And I think it's easy for me to like go into places and follow a system than like create them on my own. And maybe I just need more planning. For example, like I've told you guys about my marketing business, and it's just like there's no system to fall into, and I know I need to create that, and I'm at the verge of creating that system that I can just log into every day. I can just like, have goals within this world and work at it. And you know what's funny, where I kind of learned that lesson was Minecraft, dude. I had a world in Minecraft for the past like maybe month and a half, maybe for the past month. I started playing with all of my cousins. We had a little Minecraft server going, and well, we were playing probably constantly, and I was probably putting like a good 3 to 4 hours a day, just because I was like, you know what, it's my last day being a fucking teenager. Like, who cares? Like, whatever. And I don't know, stupid fucking, just me being like okay with it. But anyways, I was playing Minecraft, and like I had all of us in the world progressed so much in the course of this month, and that it like the last day that I went on it, I was fucking building a new house, and after I built my house, I got to look at the world, and I was just like, wow, dude, we've built something so like from where we started, I remember where we started to how it ended up looking. Like, I was very proud of that. And that gave me the idea of like within my business, like you kind of start off with nothing, but as you constantly develop this vision for it, and you're constantly working to become that image, you find little things you need to do to get towards that goal. And I haven't really had that in any aspect of my life. Not even the podcast, not even fitness, not even working out, not even eating clean, not even working on my business. One thing I've kind of kept up with, and I'm like very happy about, is like I've picked up a little bit of a reading habit, and I've slowed down recently, like this past week maybe, but it's good, like it's good that I can sit there and enjoy and read a book and study from a book on my own, because it's never really something I enjoyed doing at school so much. So now that I can do it, it's really nice, and I'm proud of it. But the thing I'm lacking the most, and the thing I'm working on, like, actually bringing into the world, is taking more action on my business. I know it's overwhelming as fuck because it seems very scary, or it seems very like not impossible, but very, very hard to achieve, because it's also so out of the ordinary from what is around me. And maybe I just haven't made it seem so. I guess I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, dude, I feel like I haven't really had the chance to express myself so much lately, because I don't really go out all that much or see, different people. And even when I have a chance to interact with different people, I feel like kind of not. I guess you can say shy, because I haven't really felt the openness to just go out and say things to people. I feel like I've been really reserved lately, and I don't know. I feel like I needed to keep to myself for a bit, because sometimes I overwhelm myself by how hard I push. But I know that that pressure, if handled the right way, has a way different outcome. It's like iron sharpens iron. Like, you need a diamond to cut a diamond, or whatever that thing is. But fuck, man, I think it's just really overwhelming sometimes to know these things and see these things for yourself, and then see yourself not doing these things, and then being like, okay, well, how do I do these things? but then the person you are at the moment isn't the type of person that does the things you want to do. So it's this constant battle, and it's this constant just dance of like, I want to do a bunch of things, and I want to do nothing at the same time, you know. And I just haven't had I haven't had the sense of direction, really. There hasn't been a direction with anything. Like I've had a lot of time to myself since dropping out of college. What, 2019? I want to say. I think I dropped out of college after December 2019. It's fucking almost December 2021, so that's like 2 whole ass years of being structure free. And within this structure free period, I've built this podcast. I've started training jujitsu. I've kind of, I guess Biffy is out there. You know, the idea is out there. I haven't really worked on it so much, but I've brought that idea to life. What else do we got? We've learned more. We've developed a reading habit, like a pretty good, you know, solid routine if we really get down, like if we make it structured. We also have developed audiobook habit, you can kind of say. So we're learning, we're constantly learning, exercising, eating good, cooking. Okay, so I've done certain things, you know, like those are cool, but I haven't really worked towards anything. That's all happened as a collective, as of just letting myself be. But I really want to just get a sense of where I'm going, you know? I haven't sat down and really like been like, hey, this is where I'm going, this is where I want to go. So let's start doing only things that will get us there. Only certain things that will get me where I want to get to. Like having specific times for specific things. In this next year, it is gonna come down to setting up. You know, it's the first year of this new journey. And this new journey is my marketing agency, because this is the best time to do it for myself. Like there's no other time, and I tend to judge myself because I didn't do it as soon as I saw it for myself. Like I saw myself at fucking 17, not before graduating high school, like making $100,000 a month, and it didn't happen. You know, it didn't really happen that way. And I judge myself a lot because I think I've been seeing myself as like as I failed in the past, in which, I mean, I guess I have because I quit. But I haven't failed, you know. That's not the right way to think about it, because I was aiming super high, and there's no reason for me not to think of that as a good thing. That was me way younger than who I am now. And if I didn't know much then, considering how much I've learned now, like there's no way that I haven't, you know, improved on that idea. I just haven't had a roadmap to like go ahead and follow, you know, go ahead and work at. Because it's like, okay, I sit at my desk and it's like, well, it's like I'm trying to assemble a fucking Lego without the fucking manual. You know, I don't have the manual, but here I have all the pieces laid out. And I know that this piece connects to this piece connects here, this piece connects here, but I haven't seen it. I don't even know what the fuck it looks like. I don't know what I just don't know, you know? And I've seeked mentorship, and I've got mentorship, and I have Facebook groups, and I have ideas, and I have things. Okay, like this fits with this, and this will get you this, and this will get you this, and it's all theory, right? But I don't have it fucking like I don't have data of myself in this for over a course of 6 months, a year, 2 years, and that's where I'm saying like this is the journey that's beginning now. Like this next year of fucking doing it every day, doing it every day, doing it every day, doing it every day. And it seems like it's a lot because again, I'm giving up some sort of like freedom that I've been having, but this pressure that I feel right now isn't worth the not being disciplined, you know? Like I feel way more pressure right now that I haven't been working, that I haven't made money, that I haven't been working out, that I haven't been eating right, that I haven't been taking care of myself, that I haven't been learning every day, that I haven't been posting, that I haven't been, as disciplined and regimented as I like to say that I am. I feel like that's missing. And I would rather have that pressure against myself of like I need to get these things done than the pressure of I don't have these things done. Like what? Like how can I like fix it while everything's fucking falling apart? Like there's no way I'm gonna ever figure that out by trying to do that. So I've just like I've got to develop the plan for it, and I got to share the plan with someone, and I need to show and talk about this plan and develop it so that I can retrace my steps backwards from what that looks like. And when I know what that looks like, I can fucking that's the way back on that path, And 17-year-old me started that. And that was only that 17-year-old me had this little fucking seed he planted. And it's been watered vaguely. It's been, like here and there that she'll get some water. But it's been enough, I think, to not kill it because it's always been in my head and it still is. And it is even like it's like at the tip now, where like the seeds are starting to fucking sprout, man. And I think that's just a bunch of pressure that I've got to like something I need to do to show myself like, hey, like, dude, you fucking did it. Like the blue belt was something like significant, but I got it and I'm injured. Like, so like it means a lot, but it's also like, well, it's like, fuck, man. Like, we did it, but it's like, okay, like I want to keep going, but I can't go there. And well, like I said, with business, like I haven't had a sense of direction. I haven't had a sense of where I'm going. And even with the podcast, like I know I'm going to reach 100 very, very soon. I don't have a schedule in place to be like, okay, like who wants to be number 81 or who wants to be 83, who wants to be 85, who wants to be 86, and setting that up so it's real. So it's real in not just in my head. And I think that's why I miss being out and interacting because again, you're sharing you into the world and you're putting yourself out there. Dude, it feels really good to talk. I feel like I haven't really said much for a minute. It's been 3 weeks of fighting in my own head, I guess. I don't know. But that's not even, I don't even know what I just spoke about. Like I don't even know how I started that talk. But definitely developing more ideas into like a real thing where it's like, okay, like let's fucking go, work at it now. Like this is the game plan, and this is what we think we will get to if we follow all of these things. Because if you don't have an end goal, like, how do you know you're going the right way? And I think that's where I've been in the past self, where it's like I'm kind of just waiting for shit to happen because it's gonna happen, but in a sense, I have to make it happen, And I'm doing it, and I've got it, I'm like fucking right there. I'm right there, dude. But it's just a little bit difficult. It's a little bit difficult because, like I said, I'm in my head all the time, so I don't really get to hear hear it out loud or see it or just feel it. But saying it out loud definitely helps me feel fucking like relieved about it. So yeah, 100 days sober finished, THC free finished. Like I said, I've been chafing every day since September 9th. It is the 21st. A good 2 weeks almost. But I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. I prefer me not to have this habit right now. It's kind of it's a little bit of a distraction still, and I haven't earned it. That's also another thing that I feel. I enjoy it, and I got to enjoy it this week and this past week, and I really enjoy it, but I haven't earned it. So yeah, I haven't earned it, and I don't know what it takes for me to earn it. But I think definitely being independent financially, because that just means so much more for myself. And yeah, I can stay within the limits of my parents here, because it's like, well, I'll offer some exchange of responsibility for comfort, but also I want my own thing. I gotta do my own thing, because I have my own person, and I have my own people that I want to be with, hang out with, at my own space. So yeah, I definitely need to work fucking harder, but I just haven't had an idea, I haven't had the vision. Like, the vision is nowhere on my walls. It's nowhere on my computer. It's nowhere on my desk. It's nowhere anywhere for me to really go ahead and see, like, hey, like, if you want all of these things, like, think about it. I haven't, like, there's really nothing on my wall besides a couple of books, a couple of little sticky notes that aren't reminders of what I am, who I am, what I want to be doing, and why I want to become the person I want to become. But yeah, so 100 days finished, and like I said, I would rather me not be under this habit, but also giving it some time. Probably by the next week we will try and go reset our dopamine levels. So yeah, take a little break perhaps. I went to a music festival this weekend. I went to Nocturnal Wonderland this weekend and camped, and it was a fucking experience. So like mid week, my cousin's like, "Hey, like, do you want to go to a rave? You want to know what a rave is, kind of, I was like, "Yeah, it's like I've heard of it." And I was like, "Bet, like, I'm fucking down. Why not?" And then, yeah, we talked. He's like, "Okay, look, we're gonna go this day, this day, this day." We talked, and we got on the same page or whatever. And yeah, so then I have to go get a COVID test, so I do. And then I also whatever. Friday comes along, and I sleep at my cousin's house so we can leave Saturday morning. And Saturday we pull up to the campsite. We have to make a whole ass mission to drop all of our things off. And my cousin has one wagon, and we have like 4 coolers and bags and like blankets and fucking tents and tarps and fucking canopies. So it was a fucking mission. And the way the thing was set, right? So you gotta check in. So we parked here, right? We parked way over here, and you check in like over here. And then once you check in, you go into security. They have to open up all your shit, and they do, whatever. And you have to put your things back, and then you have to go back, kind of where you came from, to go to your campsite. So it was a fuck. It took like 3 hours to get everything down, and I had fucking like my little calluses started to come back because of that. If I'm pulling the things and fucking going, and I had this really weird pain in my wrist all weekend. Like I think it's from my forearms being really tense. Like it was like a weird nerve, like right in the middle. And but yeah, but it feels better right now. Anyways, yeah, I don't know how I managed, but I did. We got all our things. We fixed up our little camp, and Saturday, well, it was like the first day of raving. You know, it was the first day of the show, and I didn't really know what I was expecting. Like, yeah, the campsite was like, oh, okay, like wow, this is cool, but then also it was like, holy fuck, this is big. But I didn't know how big until I got into the show. But before we get into the show, my cousin, I had already known that there's a chance that there would be some MDMA involved. And well, I was kind of down but not down, you know. At the same time I was like, well fuck, I don't know about that. But also from what I've learned too, it's like it's not a, you know, it's not a bad thing. And the way when the thing was really really pure, so it wasn't really a bad thing. You know, it was for research purposes. So yeah, it was for research purposes, and I took some at the rave, and I had a good experience. I was by myself the whole kind of first night. I wanted food because I was kind of rolling and I wanted to eat something. So I told my cousin I was gonna go get food, and we're like, okay, well we'll meet up here. So I was like, okay, bet. And well, I took my time, ate my pizza, and then I kind of felt really cold because my first day, my outfit was probably not. I don't know how the fuck girls don't get cold, but I guess if you're dancing, you don't get cold. But I felt really cold, so I was kind of just like sitting down, and then some girl was like, "Hey," and then we talked, and was like, "Hey," and we talked for a bit. I don't even remember what. She was from Texas, and I was like, "Are you not cold?" And she's like, "No, are you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm very cold." And then she pulled out this like tinfoil blanket that was like so clutch. And then I ended up trading that blanket for a fucking big ass dinosaur. It was like this big. It was like a stuffed dinosaur that I was carrying around the whole like Saturday, because it was from this girl that helped us pack, like when we were pushing our wagon into our campsite. She helped us push the wagon because this part was like all uneven. So she was like, "Hey, help me!" Like when we just talked and we were homies. And then, well, yeah, she ended up seeing me the same Saturday now when I'm on the fucking floor wrapped around in the blanket. And she's like, "Hey, like come with us." So I was with them, and then she wanted the blanket, so I was like, "Here," because I was kind of warm, and I was holding the fucking big ass dinosaur bear. And she was like, "Okay, we're gonna go dance." So I sat down. Well, we were all sitting down, and they got up and they moved a little bit, but I think a show started and like a whole bunch of people came, and it was just me and this fucking bear. And well, I just kind of vibed out there at the show until it ended, and then it was midnight. It ended, and yeah, it was over. I was just fucking stuck with this big ass bear. So one, I didn't end up finding my cousin until we got back to the campsite. So I brought the bear home. I mean the dinosaur home. Back to our tent. I say home. Back to our dinosaur. Back to our tent. Uh, and then I just went to sleep. And in the morning, I went to go find where that girl was, because she was kind of where like I said, where she helped us push our wagon. She's like, "Oh, my tent's like right here." So I was like, "Oh, good chances are I'll probably see her and give her fucking thing back." because I didn't want to deal with the fucking big ass thing. I gave it back to her, whatever. I went back, and yeah, that was my Saturday. And honestly, it wasn't like, it was pretty mellow. My MDMA experience was pretty good. I felt really good. It was just like I felt like I wanted someone to talk to more. Maybe that would have helped me felt maybe more comfortable, not just being in my own head. And then Sunday, again, camping, whatever, was cool. Sunday, same thing, raving again. Took some more MDMA at like 8. And then, so the girl I've been talking to for quite a while, when I found out I was going to go rave, I was talking to her and said, oh, I'm going to the rave. I'm going to this rave. And I was like, wait, I think I'm going to that one too. And it's so weird. We were going to end up hanging out on Sunday, and we did. It was very cool. It was a very cool experience. It was a very fun time. Especially, I took MDMA. I was chiefing up. She was lit. Like, it was a fucking fun time, man. It was such a it was a good time. I felt really good. That night was really fun. That night was really, really fun. And yeah, just my MDMA experience has been really, really, it was really fun. It was really nice. And well, yeah, the second night when I had someone to talk to and be with, like, it was just like, dude, I have someone to share this happy emotion with. But the first night, it was a little, like, kind of overwhelming because I was alone. And like I said, I haven't really been out and like talking or socializing much, that I feel like I was kind of really out of my element. One, like being at that festival was just kind of like overwhelming because it was just like, holy fuck, this is massive. Like I had I thought I had an idea of how it looked, but dude, it was way different than what I thought it would be. But Sunday was nice. I danced with my friend, and it was a cool fucking time, dude. That was a good night. It was a very good night. And yeah, I kind of got a lady now, you know. Wink, wink. I do. It feels good, because this person, I feel very, very good around them. I feel very good with them. You know, like it just feels like it's the right thing. And just the way it went, shit happens, the way life works, and the way life is, I guess, you know. Sunday was just a very fun time. And yeah, it was just, hey, fuck it. Like, this is it, you know? And yeah, it feels good. Feels really good. And it's kind of crazy because it kind of happened not fast. It has not been fast at all, but I had told myself that if it was gonna happen, it would happen like when it had to happen. Like, I wasn't trying to rush anything or trying to really get anywhere with anybody or anything. It was just kind of like, yeah, whatever. I was always constantly fighting it, you know. But I don't know. Time just does its thing, and why not? You know, and why wait? Also, I also think I might have lost my fingerboard. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. Sorry, it's just a random thought right now. Looking at my desk, I think I lost both of them, which is kind of tragic. No, I think the other one's right there somewhere. I don't know, but yeah, that was my weekend last weekend, and that was very fun. And I would probably love to go again. Do not see why not. But yeah, I feel like I have to earn a lot more freedoms that I want to give myself. And I feel like this kind of restoration of, you know, this kind of consumption of regeneration of energy on my part by not really being active and not really doing much lately. I've been preparing for this next upcoming journey that I can, you know, have even more cool experiences like last week, and do more with the person that I fucking vibe with, you know, like why not? So I gotta step it up, and I'm gonna step it up. And yes, happy late birthday to me. Thank you very much for everyone who said happy birthday to me on my birthday. It means a lot. Which is it's kind of funny because not funny. I don't know. That's a stupid remark I was gonna make. That's not. But that's it, folks. This has been Ben Hasuski, and thank you for listening. Thank you for taking the time to catch up with me. Been a little bit overwhelming, not gonna lie. Like I said, my hair's getting kind of long again. What should I do? I'm gonna cut it, dude. I'm not having it being long anymore. I don't like it. Yeah, dude. A lot of things are gonna happen. And that's so vague. But I'm working at it. I'm not working, but I'm continuing to theorize because I don't know. It needs some sort of tweaks or some shit, I guess. But thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. This is Suzuki and